Uh, Adrian, when you were setting up your business, what are some of the challenges that you faced? And for budding entrepreneurs who want to launch a food and beverage business, what is one or two advice that you want to give to them? Like, what are your thoughts?
Challenges, they don't stop. I
Mm,
mean, there's constant challenges.
yes. But when you were
I'd say
getting started,
the biggest thing I see when I'm looking at, business plan or somebody's fundraising and they're asking for my opinion is inaccurate thinking or lack of accurate thinking. It takes 100 things, as anyone on the panel will tell you, to really align to have a successful CPG business. And one of those things can completely sink the ship. From having the wrong personnel on the team to inaccurate thinking about your marketing, demand for the product, labeling, lack of clean labeling, flavor profiles, VPO volume assumptions, margin requirements, margin assumptions, scalability. Like there are so many things that can sink your business. And a lot of times I'm looking at something and it'll be like, okay, that makes sense, that's accurate. And then it's like, oh, we're going to be selling 20 cases at retail from day one. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, where would you even come up with that assumption? And all the numbers are based on this one assumption, which is inaccurate. So I'd say, make sure that you're thinking accurately and get a lot of different opinions on people that have kind of been there, done that, on to make sure you're as accurate as you can be. And then, number two, choose a single target market. It's very important. Michael talked about dominating California.
yeah,
Most times when you're choosing a single target market, Heidi up in Seattle, it's a geographic market, but it can also be a channel. For us, it was CrossFit specifically. We went very deep in the CrossFit channel. We became the dominant global, beverage player,
mm,
specifically in CrossFit. And then from CrossFit, we went to Spartan Race, and then other, functional fitness, and Globo gyms, and the Vitamin Shop GNC, and Whole Foods, and Natural Channel, and then grocery, mass, et cetera, et cetera. So you can continue to scale out, but, focusing on that target market. Don't chase every shiny object that's out there, because as entrepreneurs, we're typically very ADD, and there's all these different opportunities, and you can spend yourself out of existence very quickly if you're not extremely focused on going as deep as you can in that target market.
wow, excellent. I think I must say, uh, uh, having the clarity and like listening to a lot of feedback, I think the opinions, I think because most assumptions can be wrong, and I think they can only be corrected when you have different thoughts coming in from different experts. Wow, that's an excellent advice there.
And even with
Uh,
that, like the opinion that I put the most weight on is customers' opinion, because they're the ones that are actually reaching in their
yeah,
wallet and handing you a credit card. Like, you can get opinions from everybody and you have to take it for what it is. It's a non-paying customer typically. Like, the people that are
yeah,
giving me money, those are the opinions I value most. And then, I'll weigh our advisors and other people. A lot of people, even if they've had massive success in an industry, they're
mm,
using a playbook that worked for them at some point in the past, and the playbook
mhm,
changes on a day-to-day basis. So you can't
right.
necessarily, that's why a lot of entrepreneurs have difficulty having two home runs, because they're using the same playbook from before and applying it to today, and it's not relevant anymore.
Right, that's actually true. Actually true.